morning. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kat. This is Kat's Loops and Lore, and this is day 17 of Vlogmas. Yay! Also, someone is very happy with clean sheets. So, as you can see, I've got a book open, but I'm gonna let, 4 a.m. Kat come chat with you for a second. Hello. Good morning. I went ahead and used my own personal time for today. So, it is officially 3:31. I'm all freshed up. I am enjoying my second cup of joe. And I am watching the newest episode of the Y-Files. While basically, you can already see it. I got some regular straight 8mm needles. And I'm working on another scarf. But I'm double stranding it this time. I only cast on 24 stitches, I believe. I wrote it down. And I figured I wanted to blast through this last skein that I used to make Sammy's scarf and hat. So, I figure the Y-Files episode is 45-ish minutes long. So, I will get some work on that. If I can get it to a decent length quick enough, I may send it with Sammy's scarf and give it to my sister-in-law. Consider it another present by proxy. But then that would be cute. Mom and daughter can have matching scarves, but hers is going to be a little skinnier and a little chunkier versus Sammy's, which is going to be floofier. They're both going to be like squishy blankets. I'm just saying. Crunch time. 333 on the time. And so on the agenda today, we want to go to the post office. We need to drop off preferably both orders and then see if we can't get Sammy's items boxed up and shipped out. If I need to ship out the scarf separately, then I will, or I may hold on to it and send it closer to the beginning of January, because that's when sister-in-law's birthday is. So, just loose plans today, right? I need to throw my sheets in the wash and really kind of take the day to chill. I didn't wake up until like midnight, which is awesome because that's typically when I'm clocking in for work. Next week, overtime ends, thank goodness, on Christmas Eve. And then I have Thursday and Friday off, so Christmas and the 26th. I'm still debating whether or not to put in vacation for the 27th, because at this point I'm like, I know I'm going to need recovery time. And we're back to normal schedule, so it eats up less of my vacation hours. So, that's where we are today. We are going to treat ourselves as kindly as possible. Go slow, low and slow. If we need to nap, we will nap because we recognize that our body is recovering from all this extra work we've been doing. But yeah, I'll film a proper intro later when I can turn on my light and not fully disrupt the little one's sleep schedule. So yeah. Welcome to day 17 of Vlogmas. We have, 7 days? 7 days until Christmas. So yeah, we better get everything shipped out today. Hello. Yes, it's still dark. It is officially 5:40 in the morning. And, guys, Guys. I finally finished a skein of yarn. And it looks like I have to move laundry. So, yay to that. I mean, its length is kind of like, maybe like a cowl, kind of. But I'm thinking if we can go double this. I don't know how long she likes her scarves. And I'm making this one skinnier. It's like half the rose that Sammy's scarf is. So, I will grab a new ball of yarn, or new cake. This is showing I need to put lotion on. But yes, I thought I would celebrate that we have a cake that is done. This is an 8-ounce cake, which is 61% cotton and 39% acrylic. I didn't realize the Blossom Cakes were cotton and acrylic. Maybe that's why I like it so much. But yes, it's 8 ounces and 481 yards or 440 meters. We'll go ahead and put that up there. But, whew, yay to a skein complete. I'm going to take this as a moment to pause to go get something to eat, because technically 5 o'clock is when I would normally have lunch, at least for work. Yeah, let's eat, take a break. I'm having my little Celsius, not sponsored. And maybe get one of my gallons for my humidifier, because it's a little dry in here. 'Tis the season, right? We gotta move on to our water. Our water is back here on the bookshelf. So, yay to 1 skein down, 3 other skeins to go, at least of the newly added yarn. At some point I am going to make a spreadsheet. I started one in Google Sheets, which is always nice. You can start one, but going back and keeping up with it is a whole nother issue. But it is what it is, right? I am thinking, now that my knitting needles are free, these ones at least, I know I wanted to make Marty a sweater. I wonder if instead of knitting it, I should crochet it. That could be a thing. Look at him all passed out on the bed. Maybe I'll do some hunting and see if we can find a decent dog sweater, and then I can use this Christmas yarn that you can normally see when it's the lights turned on. But yeah, a couple thoughts. But I wanted to check in because I get to toss a wrapper. See you soon. Hello, hello. Let's turn up the volume. Hopefully that will be better. Just got done cutting a bunch of yarn for the tassels. We're not going to quite do that just yet, but I figured before I tied on a whole new set of yarn for the scarf, I'd go ahead and trim some of this up, right? Set this over here. And you know that moment whenever you're trying to figure out, what to watch? Apparently, they have extended the animated Tomb Raider series. I don't know if you guys are too much into Tomb Raider, but Lara Croft's Tomb Raider. Bit of a little gamer girl here. The first season wasn't too bad. It was kind of like, oh, okay, so this is what we're kind of pivoting to now in the Tomb Raider franchise. I still remember the Crystal Dynamics kind of like reboot. It was okay. Of the three, I get a lot of replay out of the first and second, right? Rise of the Tomb Raider, the second one, is like the best of the three of the trilogy that they put out, right? I feel like the third, like, it was meant to be more than just a trilogy. The third game felt very rushed, and I understand that their initial attempt was to indicate that this was Lara becoming the Tomb Raider, right? I almost would much rather be able to play the OG games on the PS5. That's just my personal opinion. I get more fun playing Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West. Those two are very great games. And, you know, I'll play Final Fantasy Remake. I'm not mad with Remake, but I feel like I'm in gears, right? If I'm playing Horizon, I can't just flip into playing Final Fantasy unless it's like OG Final Fantasy, like that came out in the 90s. Because to go from two very different action-based playstyles, I guess is the technicality of what it's called. The controls are so different between the two, and that's great. It makes it unique in that sense, but I almost feel more compelled to play Horizon and Rise of the Tomb Raider because their gaming ergonomics are very similar. I can easily switch between the two between the two games, right? Not with Remake or Rebirth. Like, I have to stop. I have to separate myself from my PS5 for a little bit so I'm like fresh-faced almost. And then jump into Remake or Rebirth. I still love the story. I still love being able to go through and shift between playing all the characters and whatnot. I'm not mad about it, but in terms of playability, if I'm having my ADHD mode and I can't decide what kind of game I want to play, I always have to remember that if I want to play Rebirth or Remake, like, I really have to want to play it because it doesn't come as naturally if I've been playing my other two favorites previously. Does that make sense? Yeah. That's a little update in the life of Kat. Now let's tie on this other color and get a little bit more work done on this scarf. I'm not exactly sure where I want to go with this. I was wanting to watch Chicago Med, but apparently they're on like a winter hiatus until January 7th. And then I thought, oh, well, let me jump back into me rewatching the Jurassic World series. And apparently no one has the first one. I tried looking at Netflix. Nope. I tried looking at Peacock. Nope. And I very much believe that if I can't really watch what I want to watch, then why am I paying for your platform? It's just, I feel like we are going back to cable, right? Like, let me just record when it's going to be on, and I'll watch it when I can watch it. I mean, I technically have the DVD for Jurassic World, so I could always plug it into my PlayStation and watch it, and then flip to, like, Peacock or Netflix to watch the rest of it. But it's like, really? We're in this weird in-between where I don't like it. Whoever said that in the future you will own nothing and be happy was not taking into consideration that they will be happy. I'm not. I like having physical media. I like being able to look at my shelf and say, I want to watch Big Bang Theory. Okay. I enjoy the sitcom. I enjoyed it enough to purchase the DVDs. I don't like how there are shows that are now just specifically on streaming platforms, because you never know when it's going to go away. Like, I would love to be able to buy Sailor Moon Cosmos. I would love to be able to purchase Arcane, to be able to have it, so, like, if, like, the internet went down, I could still watch it. People are so disconnected. I'm like, these people really have lost, I guess, the plot with the customers. Because now they make products not considering the customer in the room. It's all shareholder this, shareholder that, and I feel like it is really reflecting in not only our economy, but just the overall, like, attitude of just the world. Like, dude, you want my money. That's how you're profitable, right? So why are you literally half-assing, like, the quality of shit? Would you buy this? And I guess that's always the question, right? If these people want to cut these corners to save $10, $15, then it's like, okay, but what are you sacrificing? It's like my little mental rant with cars, right? I'm in the market, and I know for a fact that I don't want a new car because they're made to break. And that's kind of concerning whenever they charge so much for it. And I don't know, I feel like if I'm putting down a bigger investment to own this vehicle, I will want to make sure that it can survive more than just a single crash, right? I'm not saying that I'm planning on being reckless on the road or anything, but, like, life happens. And yes, I would like to make sure I'm driving a vehicle that's going to keep me and my passengers safe. But at the same time, if I'm having to take out this huge loan to own a vehicle, and you total out my car, then why? why would I make that kind of investment knowing that I'm going to be stuck with a giant loan left afterwards, but the vehicle didn't perform to its net value? Like, I don't know. I think companies have kind of lost the plot. They, once again, it's all about shareholders. It's not about the average consumer who they need to purchase all their stuff. There are still some companies that are looking to make good quality vehicles, but they're wondering why cars aren't moving off the lots anymore. And it's like, dude, nobody can afford them. And not only that, like, they can't afford to replace them because you keep having to piggyback more and more of your loan. I'm like, ew. Right? Ugh. I'll be back in a little bit. Let's see if we can't get some more work done on this. And now I'm back. I understand I have my knitting needles underneath my book. I've been working on the scarf. Just as a recap, we have finished at least one skein of the Caron Cakes, Blossom Cakes. That's what it was. And now, believe it or not, I'm tapping into one of the Christmas yarns for Vlogmas, right? And I am working on a little vest for Marty. I decided to go ahead and give my hands a break. I grabbed up my nifty little 5mm crochet hook. I've been writing notes on this pattern. I'll have it linked in the description box below. It's a free pattern that's here on YouTube. But I'm having to make adjustments because, like, Mr. doesn't meet the exact measurements. So, I am a note-taking so that if I ever feel like recreating this, then I've got it. And I am currently about to start row 19. I got a little overzealous and I started following the pattern verbatim, and I'm like 5 stitches short because that's how wide his neck was. And I made sure, always, number 1, measure your dog. I learned this with the first sweater that I did. The pattern that is on YouTube is using DK weighted yarn and a 4mm hook. I am using worsted / weight 4 yarn and a 5mm hook. So it's going to be a little bit bigger on him, but that's okay because it gives him a little bit more wiggle room. But especially when doing like the collar piece, I made sure as soon as I was like halfway through this to try it around his head, just to make sure that I wasn't getting so far into it that it's like, oh, here, let's put it on. Oh no. Right? So, measure, measure, measure. And at least try on the headpiece, or at least the piece going over their head, before diving too far into it, because the less you have to frog, the more peace we have on the inside, right? This also supposedly is like only a 25-minute pattern. Now, it's gonna take longer because you're having to stop, do the stitches, catch up, maybe do a little math. My little math. So, I did not even set a timer for this. I want to say I've been going at it now for like 2 hours-ish? No, that's probably right, because I've been through at least 2 episodes of Mystery of the Abandoned. So, about an hour and a half. They're 45-minute episodes each. So, Yeah. I got a little confused at first, but this is also supposedly worked in one piece. So you're not having to cut the yarn, go again, reattach, and all that fun jazz. If you want to add sleeves, I can see where you may have to reattach once you get to the end. But so far, they just have a chain after doing the chest piece. So, I'm excited. We got a little bit more work done on the scarf. I'm starting to officially put a little stitch marker so I know how many rows I've done. And this has got at least 124 rows before the pink stitch marker. So, we're doing really good. We're making some progress. Right? It's like right at the bottom of the ribs, if I don't loop it around. So, I think if we get closer to 200 rows, she'd be good. But I need to pack up some orders. I need to get them to the post office. And I have to get... I'm going to go see Mom today. So, I'm going to cut this vlog here. Because I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. Right? I got a lot of driving to do. They want me to pick up food along the way. That's just going to add more time. So, 'tis the spirit of the holidays, right? We do what we can, and we enjoy the people in our lives. So, this I can definitely see because I'm off tomorrow as well. I should be able to get it done and have Marty prancing around in it. So, that will be my goal. I will probably record more by the time I get home, but I don't want to be rushed, and I have to deal with Denver traffic. So, like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you would like to partake in more. I am here for you every day until the 26th. The 26th, we will do a quick little... Yes. The 26th, we're going to do a recap, see what my thoughts are. Highs, lows, pros, cons. You get the gist. But yeah. Make sure to stay hydrated. Drink some water. And it's bussin', right? I got just the tassels left on Sammy's scarf. And it's only the other side of the tassels. So I already pre-cut them. I just need to attach them. And then I have a bag that is off camera that has everything that is going to her. This, as much as I would like to make it a priority, is not a priority for Sammy within the next 24 hours. So, I know I got one package that I have to ship today. And then the next package has to go out tomorrow. So, here we go again, right? I will talk to you later. You have a wonderful day, and I will see you for day 18 of Vlogmas. Bye.